There are a lot of amazing classes in ESO, and Templar is one of them. Right now, they're extremely strong, with, in my opinion, the Magica version being the most versatile. It can do healing, it can do damage, pretty much anything you want. Now, me personally, I'm not particularly good at Magica classes. As I've always stated, I'm probably an average player at best, and Magica is not my strong suit. But even I'm able to pick up this class and get some type of success with this. So, as we always do, we're going to showcase an anime or comic book character in the ESO world, because that's our thing. Welcome to Ghana Gamers. Today we're going to bring you the Epic of Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh is a famous Mesopotamian character from ancient Sumer, or Sumer, however you want to say it. He's made famous in modern times by an anime called Fate Zero, or Fate by Night, Stand by Night. They're great animes. I was a big fan of them. In it, he basically is a ranged character who does some melee, but he's a master of a whole bunch of weapons. He dons this gold armor, and he's very arrogant in everything that he does. So these two matches I'm going to show here to show how well this class works, that even someone who is moderately decent at PvP or even bad at PvP can just pick this up and do this. This first match, we win. We're sitting up there playing just a death match. And I'm going through and I'm just going through a simple rotation. Nothing too fancy. Just to showcase what the class can do. Now, you're going to live off your jabs with this class, obviously. You got to live off your jab. That's the base of it. You jab, 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 and then jab some more. If you get in trouble, just heal up. And so the typical combo rotation will be you charge in and you begin jabbing. Now, if you have an alt up, which is your crescent sweep, you do that right after you charge in. That's going to maximize your damage potential, your kill potential as you go in. But the best part about this class is that even if you make a mistake, which I often do, you're able to get out of it and heal yourself through it. So I've got an ultimate saved up here, but I choose not to use it yet because I'm a little scared because of the way these guys are firing. I'm taking fire from both sides. All types of arrows and nastiness. But as you see, I can get up, heal through it, just spam heals, I'll be perfectly fine. Cleanse off Plague Break, and just keep on moving. Pick another target, and work it. Line up your alt. This guy right here will be my victim. Crescent sweep, jab, 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 jab. Back off, rinse and repeat. Charge, jab, 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 jab. On our front bar, we're using Radiant Oppression. This does increased damage to low health targets. It's a great finisher. Probably one of the better ones in the game, in my humble opinion. We're also using Blazing Spear. This morph does increased damage overall and gives you a great range. It's a target AoE, does great range to a group of people. We're also using Mage Light. This gives us major sorcery, and it will give you major savagery as well, so it gives you a great crit chance, about 8% or so crit chance on top of whatever you're doing. We're also using Toppling Charge. This is for the stun. We stun, crescent sweep, we jab. And finally on our front bar, we're using Puncturing Sweep. These are our jabs. This morph actually heals you for a percentage of the damage done. So the more damage you do with your jabs, the more healing it is. As you can see, all this green coming up, this is all the sustain that I'm getting just from this class, what I'm doing here. On our back bar, we're running Channel Focus. This is the Rune Focus morph that restores Magicka. It's very effective for sustain. We're also running Degeneration. This is from the Mages Guild, and we'll get into why we're using Mages Guild skills and all that in a little bit later. But this gives us our major sorcery. After the update, it'll also give you major brutality as well. So this gives our 20% damage bonus, right? We're using Extended Ritual. This is not only a heal over time, but it also is a great cleanse. We're using this morph of cleanse because it cleanses everything. With all the Plague Break and everything going around there, I know Plague Break explodes once you cleanse it, but I ain't got time for that. I got to live, okay? I can't have that just running on me. I just get away from people as much as I can and just cleanse. Then we're using Honor the Dead. That is the major emergency heal we're using, and this version of it gives a refund of cost for it. So it's our spammable heal, and it's a great heal. I prefer this one over the other version that heals the extra target because I gotta spam it a lot of times and I'm trying to live, right? I'm usually solo queuing, so this just works better for me. Living Dark is the final ability on our bar right there, and this is the Eclipse morph that gives a defensive heal as well as snares anybody in melee range. Now, our ultimate on our back bar is meteor. We're using the ice meteor because it gives a snare and does increase damage. Now, every major skill you put on your bar gives you more magic recovery. And this works right with our build because we're trying to get a decent amount of recovery with a decent amount of damage. That's the goal here. And what we're doing is a front bar set and a back bar set. And we'll go into our sets when we talk about the next match, the one that I actually lose here. As I said at the beginning, this match we win. Now I wasn't top, killer on the team. I had 14 and 8. The other guy went 17 and 14. I did die the least amount, or comparative to everybody else. So I had the better overall score in my opinion, and I did heals as well. So I put up 1.2 million damage with 33k healing. That's solid damage. My healing was a little low because I was just healing myself. The second match is the one where we actually lose. Not because this match right here is Crazy King, where the flag moves around. It's checkpoints. Now, we didn't lose this because I decided to focus on kills. We lost this just simply because my team didn't defend any flags. And maybe you'll be able to see it, maybe you won't. So we start out here, as you see, I'm going right on the flag. As you can see, there's no one else there. There's 3 of us in the first place, so there's that. One of us died, and the other one is just nowhere to be seen. So it's me trying to fight everybody here. And same combo, I go into a toppling charge, crescent sweep, and start jabbing. They took me down. Now, I come out 2-1, and I'm 2-1, 2 kills, 1 death. I only died twice on this whole match. And we're gonna get into our gear here, so you can see why this is so sustainable and why this works. Our front bar set is a crowd favorite, especially for Templars, Magplars or Stamplars, honestly. Deadly Strike. The main reason we're using this one is the 5-piece bonus. Now it has a line of weapon damage, a line of crit, another line of weapon damage, which is great, but you can find that on many different sets. Which makes this set stand out is the 5-piece gives you increased damage over time and your channel abilities by 15%. Now this goes for your jabs, your radiant oppression, all that is getting buffed. Those are our main 2 attacks, and they're all getting buffed by this 5-set bonus by 15%. That's huge. 15% is huge. Remember, major brutality, major sorcery is 20%. So it's almost like having a double buff of that, if you will. So that was the second time I died. Like I said, they only give me twice in here. After that, that's it. And I'm still going after the checkpoints. You see right here, I'm on the flag. I'm trying to get it. My ally's dying, and I'm spamming my heals. But now I'm able to really work the team because I honestly just start worrying about keeping myself alive and trying to kill them to take the checkpoint. And so this is why I started having better success, because I try to work within the confines of the team. That doesn't always work, right? Now we're using Deadly Strike on our weapon. So there's 2 slots there, on 2 pieces of our jewelry, and as well as 1 piece on our body. Now this frees up another jewelry spot, and we'll get into that in 1 second. But the reason why we're also using this on our front bar and freeing up a jewelry spot here is so we can also use 1 piece of the armor of the trainee. This gives us a nice boost of health. I chose to go with the Curious of the trainee. This is a heavy, chest piece, which gives a huge health bonus to your character. Now you can stack many pieces of this up. They're easy to find, but I just wanted the health out of this. The reason why we're only using 2 pieces of jewelry from the Deadly Strike set is so that we can use the Mark and Ring of Majesty. This is a great mythic item. It gives you 100 weapon and spell damage per set you're wearing. So I'm wearing 2 different sets here of at least 3 or more. So I get a 200 weapon and spell damage bonus and over 1,000 resistances. So I'm getting over 2k resistances and 200 weapon and spell damage. That's a nice little buff to help you carry through right here with damage here. And that's just in 1 ring. It's a great ring. You find it with the last expansion. I love it, to each their own. For our back bar set, we're using the Vestment of Olorine. This set can be found in Cloud Rest. And this is a really good set, I know, for PvE as a healer, but it works well for PvP. The main reason is the sustain and the 5-piece bonus. So with 2 pieces, you're getting magical recovery. The 3rd piece is minor ages, which is useless in PvP, of course. The 4th piece is major magical recovery. But the 5-piece, anytime that you place a circle on the ground, this goes for our rune focus, our cleanse, whatever, you get major courage for 20 seconds. That's 430 weapon and spell damage. And this can occur every 10 seconds. So it's non-stop. You can keep that up 100% time here. So this is why I chose to use 3 pieces on my back bar or my front bar with Odin Ream instead of 4. So I'm getting that extra weapon damage from the ring of marking, and I'm getting this. And we use a resto staff on our back bar. And so when we switch to our back bar, we can proc this because our back bar is where we're using our rune focus and we're using our cleanse at anyway. So I go to the back bar, I've got crazy regen. And if I'm standing in rune focus, and as anybody knows this game knows, if you use a heavy attack with a resto staff, it gives crazy resources back. So again, this is all about sustain. Magicka is not really my problem here. My problem is making sure I stay alive long enough to kill anybody. Now, this is a good testament to that. Right here, you see, I'm trying to win this match, and I'm not even paying attention to this guy. He's a tank. I'm trying to win the match. I'm ignoring him. I let him go about my business, trying to find the next flag. This guy's messing with one of my allies. I get him off of him, and I continue to move. Now, he's not going to let it go, and he's a Templar, so I stay on him. It's Templar versus Templar. It's one-on-one. And I'm not trying to put the guy on blast. He's probably better than me or whatever, and this was just whatever. I'm just trying to showcase the sustain. So, you see, we're both pretty much using the same abilities, right? I'm using rune focus, he's using rune focus. I'm using jabs, he's using jabs, we're both using top of the charge, we're both using, our shield, our damage shield. However, in my opinion, he probably runs out of resources because he's not using the exact same sets that I'm using. Now, he got real nasty right there with his sweep. He's using a lightning staff, he uses crescent sweep, and it hurt. I'm able to roll, get out of his radiant oppression, buff up some heals, come back in with my own crescent sweep, and then just work him. He comes back around the corner, buff up, make sure I got my procs going, boom, start working. He's dead. Now I move on to the next flag I try to get here. And this is where I was explaining that I'm trying to win this thing. I'm chasing flags, but it's been kind of hard. My team, for the most part, has been chasing flags without defending anything, which is, a lot of people don't realize that you can get through this without killing anybody, but you gotta defend flags. It's like in any Call of Duty, any game you get. If you get checkpoints, if you defend what you got, you're gonna get more points than anything else. So I'm running up on this 2v1. Not really a problem. My teammates are there, so I definitely appreciate that. Go to the next flag. I'm solo here. They come out of nowhere, out the woodwork. Same combo. Top and charge. Jab, 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 jab. My teammates make it there. Definitely appreciate that. Crescent sweep into more jabs. Everything falls over and dies. Everything falls over and dies. And there was like 1 or 2 low levels here, or maybe 1 low or 2 low levels in the whole match. But for the most part, all these guys are at passive cap. They're over 1600. Like this guy right here, this is the tank that I let go earlier. So I can't let him go this time because I need the checkpoint, right? I'm not interested in the kill so much as I just want the checkpoint. And here comes the Templar again. I had to take him down first. Moving on to the tank here. Now, the great part about this next patch, you will not be able to block jabs or the spear. Spear throw and jabs are going to go right through that block. That is going to be lovely. Long gone are the days where you'll be able to just sit there and just block jabs, block spear throw, and just sit there and just block everybody on the team. Those days are gone. You're going to eat that. I'm loving that new change. I look forward to it. So as you see, same method. I'm just going through, toppling charge, crescent sweep if I got it up, working in the jab. I rarely use my back bar ult, which is the comet, the ice comet. Not because it's not good, it's just because it's more effective for me to use the crescent sweep. Now, if I got a big group and I can't really dive into that, I'll go ahead and use, the comet on everybody. And this is a great showcase of this right here. Not the comet, but just the build. This was 3 people of one team. They attacked me. They all got deleted in a second. Now, this is why I'm going towards the flag. As you look at this score, you see we're getting crushed. There's no doubt about that. We're getting crushed. There's nothing to be proud about. But I'm not going to just showcase my victories. I showcase my losses as well. I just wanted to show how the build functions. That's it. And I don't win every match I'm in. I don't think anybody does. Maybe some do, but I'm not one of those guys. And I tried. It wasn't for lack of effort. It wasn't in for me to win this one, right? So as the match ended, you see I'm 28-2. My damage is 1.1 million. This is on par with what I was doing before. So I'm showing you that the damage is consistent. No matter the situation, the damage is consistent. The heals are relatively consistent as well. These are our stats in this build. We have 28k, almost 29k max mag, 30k health. We have 1671 stam and over 6k weapon damage. Write in the comment section what you think.